How's it going? This is the single bike, non-folding e-bike hitch rack for heavy fat tire e-bikes from Outfitr. I reviewed the double bike rack, and this is a simpler single bike rack that doesn't fold. So it makes it a little more simple, but also a little lighter. You can see here, I had it sitting in my garage and it's all assembled. It lays kind of flat. It's actually pretty easy to stick into the corner. Some of the ones with the folding mechanisms tend to be a little wobbly. So that's pretty kind of a cool feature to me. Also, it's not very heavy, 35 pounds. I just measured it. So it uses the same very heavy duty powder coating, aluminum channel here to reduce the weight with the rest here for the back tire. We got the integrated ramp, so you could even have that off for saving a couple more pounds. But here, I put it together. It was pretty easy. I put the main support here up in the hitch just so I had it off the ground. And it went together really quickly for me. So I'm gonna put it on the car. Okay, you just slide it back till your hole is visible, of course. This is threaded, so is the inside of the hitch. So it pulls it up really tight to take all the wobble out. Adjustable wrench to snug it up. So you can see there, that is really solid. That is not moving at all. Just gonna go through a couple of the specs. So 100-pound weight capacity. So this is just single bike rack. So a single bike up to 100 pounds, up to 5-inch fat tires. And the reason it can do that is because it's got these crazy Mondo long straps for the wheels. So you actually got 3 points of contact. You got the center support here, and the 2 straps on each of the tires. So it's in 3 places. It's really nice and solid. Another benefit is these straps kind of have a pivot point. So sometimes straps, if they're fixed, they'll start kind of getting in your way as you're loading. So with these, you can kind of do like I just did there, kind of move them out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and use the ramp. So cotter pin comes off. It's attached to this bolt right here. You do that during the assembly. There it is, just a steel ramp. This might be like 5 pounds by itself, so it's a lot lighter without that on there. We drop that ramp into the channel. I'm gonna just drop this down as I kind of size up the bike up here. I'm gonna loosen the tire track. So I'm gonna bring my bike in, get this snugged up on there. That way I know where that is, and once I set that, it'll be kind of set for this bike. Here's this mechanism goes down to pop this kind of front wheel strap in place. Got this reinforcement here for going over your parts of your bike. And this nice strap system in there that works really, really well. The fenders just the ramp just drops into those slots. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this back up against that tire all the way and drop that back down. Nice long strap also on this arm, and then the center part of it pivots, so you can put this where you want to. These very long straps make it easy to feed that strap through. Oh boy. So while not a fat tire bike, this is also a pretty heavy e-bike. It doesn't have like the fat tires like this will accommodate. You see how much strap is still there? These are 2.35-inch tires. So not anywhere near what this strap could handle, but just gives you an idea. And this is also an e-bike. This is a nice and heavy bike, but you can see, look, that's just rock solid on there. Take the ramp out of the way. So some of the real benefits of this rack to me, one, doesn't matter if you have fenders. So a lot of bikes you really want to not have a front fender. The rack interferes with that. This one doesn't matter. Accommodates any tire size, drops in there. You can move this anywhere, so it really is flexible. I've had some racks where the attachment point is a little makes me a little leery. And there's no way, even if this one part came loose over here that goes up and down, it's still not going to drop off here. It's still going to be connected to this arm. It's not going to pop off that way. Those straps are not going anywhere. It just is really confidence inspiring to know your bike is this secure when you're pulling it. So let's see out on the road. So you might know, if you use these bike racks before, coming out of driveways is often one of those things the bike really jostles around a little bit. So I'm going to demonstrate some of that along with some driving. I'd say that was pretty solid. The only thing that really moved is my bag, my pannier bag that's on there, and I'm really confident how well that's on there, so I wasn't worried about it. Nice. Hopefully you can see on there that rack is super stable. Bike isn't moving hardly at all back there on the low corner and what have you. That was a good test. That was a good test. So we just did a little drive around over here to come over to the hardware store. And I mean, I'm not even seeing that everything seems just as tight. And our roads are bumpy as heck. So this thing was, not really, doing a really good job. For a little over $200, this rack is just ultra stable. I said a couple times how rock solid this is. Look, the bike's wiggling a little bit, but it's like the whole truck is wiggling.